Welcome to a TRE session. Here I am going back on my back in the standard lying down position after doing the hands and knees position for quite a few days now and getting some smooth undulating movements here, which happens for me now that I've tremored a lot in the lying down position. As I've said before, we tend to start getting bigger tremors, vigorous tremors, or even smaller rapid tremors in the beginning stages of a certain position, and typically over time, after many consistent sessions, the movements will become smoother. So that's what we're seeing here in my body. And my eyes are open, sometimes they're closed. It's very beneficial for me to do both. And it's also beneficial for my mouth to be open sometimes. For me, it encourages yawning, which is really good. Good tension release. Helps me go deeper and further. And having some rapid, small contractions in what seems to be the psoas, kind of forward and backward, followed by side to side movements, and the kind of wiggling movements, and then some yawning. So this is how my sessions on my back go a lot of times. My body is cycling through different planes of movement here. Shoulders, some wincing, grimacing in the face, in the eyes, in the cheeks. And part of tremoring that sometimes doesn't get talked about is these long holding contractions. So in my first few months I was having very intense sessions, and there would be long 5, 10, 15, maybe even longer seconds of deep contraction in the psoas, kind of like partway up into a sit-up, or the back arching, the lower back rising up off the floor, or a long vacuum suck in my stomach, which still you can kind of see happening here to a mild, very mild degree here. In the beginning there would be lots of these long contractions, and what it felt like was that the body needed to hold that very intensely, and that still happens to me in my face sometimes in videos. Not super intensely usually, but for 5 to 10 seconds for sure. Deep contractions in the face muscles. And when we have an area of tension in our body that's habitual, what we naturally tend to do is stretch in the opposite direction. So we stretch out the contracted areas, and this is the cycle that we tend to do over and over and over again without much resolution at all. That's what we tend to do. Oh, my lower back's stiff, so I stretch it. Oh, my hamstrings are tight, so I stretch them. And sometimes we do long stretches if we're really trying to address it. And maybe we even make a yoga practice. And sometimes we do short stretches throughout the day. But TRE can offer us the opportunity to contract deeper into the position actually, and play out that contraction that really wants to happen, and then release, surrender intensely afterward. And so we're going with what the body wants to do. The body wants to be tight, let's tighten it even more. And so then we can release it rather than going against the body. A bit counterintuitive, but that's what happens when we just trust that the body has its own pathway that's intelligent. It has its own pathway out of tension, out of unhealth. And our mind might say, oh, I need to do the opposite. I have a problem. I need to do the opposite of what my natural inclination is. But that is not a very beneficial way of working, typically. And it requires a lot of trust to let the body wind its own way out, even if our mind gets afraid of what's happening and where's it going. So here the video starts to speed up, because there's just a lot of me lying here in minor contractions. If you see, I'm also having some sort of crying looking faces. And this is a bit of an emotional release. I was having some crying without tears, some sobbing. And sobbing is fundamentally a physical action that is often accompanied by emotions and often tears. However, there's a lot of meaningfulness in simply the physical experience of sobbing, which is kind of similar to laughing, which is also somewhat similar to coughing or retching. So we tend to split these up into separate categories, but when we get into a deep body-based pathway of healing and we start clearing the energetic and psychological charge from these physical releases, in my experience, it really becomes just letting the emotions come and go and keeping the attention on the body experience. So yeah, sometimes that's crying, and it really doesn't, at a certain stage of healing, it matters less what the crying's about, for me at least. And when we go into a deeply body-based form of healing versus a more psychological or emotional pathway of healing, yeah, it's an interesting and mysterious and vast world of somatic, kinesthetic, physical releases starts coming to the forefront. And we can actually, if we choose, let go of questioning or investigating what it's about. That can be an interesting layer to it. But for me, it's mainly about the physical experience, and I trust that. Okay, thanks for joining. Wishing you all very well in your practice, and I'll see you next time.